I don't know how long I'm gonna last before this itches the shit out of me, but welcome to the very last day of the 12 Days of Christmas! I can't believe that it has gone by so fast that it's just gonna keep falling off. It's scratchy, sorry. For the last video, I'm going to do a Q&A answering your guys' questions, but I just want to start off with a massive thank you to everyone who's watched the videos during this 12 Days of Christmas, whether you watched one, whether you watched all of them. If you watched all of them, you are a legend. Just thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. It's been so fun, so hard, but hearing your guys' comments and getting to talk with you guys every day is like really the highlight of it. It's why I do it, because you say that it helps and makes you feel a little less alone, and I love that. Every single year that I do it, I always contemplate whether I should do it again or not because of the sheer amount of work that I have to put in it. I don't know how much you guys know about my personal life, but for all of December I have not worked. I have stopped working so that I can do this. It's a lot of editing work, but I just can't really imagine not doing it. It would just feel so weird not to do it. So I hope you appreciate it. I hope you loved all the videos, and let's just jump into the questions. I got my fun Santa shirt on for today because, you know, it's the last video. I'm all ready to go. First question, how was your 2022 and do you have any exciting plans for 2023? I love your videos, especially this series. They've helped me so much. Thank you so much to begin with. I'm really glad that I helped you. The start of the year, I moved out for the first time. So I moved out with GalPal, and we also have a housemate. So my first time moving out of home. So that was a big learning curve for me. I also got my smell and taste back early at the start of the year. I haven't had smell or taste for like the past 5 years, and that was really overwhelmingly positive to have back. It's like you go around the world in black and white, but as soon as my taste and smell came back, everything is so colorful. And I went to a dinner last night and I was like, oh my god, I can taste everything. Everything's so good. So that was definitely a highlight. In May, I did a massive van trip to Uluru and back. You guys in the US won't understand the distance that is, because Australia is so big. But I guess Australia is almost the same size as the US. So it's basically going from like New York to the middle of the US and back, sort of, kind of. So I did a massive van trip with my parents and with GalPal. Amazing experience, amazing country. I just love it out there. And then also in October, I did another one with just me and GalPal, which I did upload a few vlogs, so maybe you have seen them, maybe you haven't. But we did some van tripping, and we went from Sydney to Cairns, which again is really hard for you to understand the amount of distance that we traveled, but it is pretty much the same as the other distance. It's very, very far, but loved it. Absolutely loved it. I have more vlogs that I will post next year after all the 12 Days of Christmas is done and dusted. I worked as an app designer for majority of the year. It feels so good that I've paid my own bills working for myself without necessarily being employed full-time by a company. I was freelancing. So that's another massive thing that I did. Then I'm proud of it. Which video are you most proud of / your favorite that you have made? Out of the 12 Days of Christmas, one of the favorite ones that I made was the nighttime routine one, just because it's so cute and I'm gonna love looking back on it when I'm older, but also it was such a challenge to make. A lot of footage, a lot of editing, a lot of hours went into that one. I really like how it turned out. I was talking about this with one of my friends last night. My favorite, I think, of all time that I've done is reading my baby gay coming out diaries. I went through my teenage diaries from like 15, 16, 17, 18. It's really important to me that I can now see stepped back like what I went through, because at the time I had no idea that I was questioning so much. Just, I don't know, to be where I am now and know that things did get better and it was a long process. I do think that video is going to be so helpful to so many other people going through a very similar thing that I went through. I think it's really relatable, and there's just something so personal about seeing my handwriting and seeing baby me struggle. I just wish I could go back and like hug myself and be like, girl, you're gonna be okay. Just wait 5 years. What is your most treasured memory of you and GalPal? If we have one. By the way, I love you both. You guys are the cutest ever. Thank you. Treasured memory. The one that came to my head, I mean, obviously there is so many. There's so many special moments that I've had with her. One of them being when she told me she loved me for the first time. That is locked into my brain. But the one I was just thinking of that happened more recently was we were standing just over there in my room. Let me get the video for you so you understand. Say hello to yourselves. We were standing there and we were listening to music, Formidable by 21 Pilots, and we were just hugging and kind of swaying together, dancing, and I just started crying because like I love her so much, and I was imagining, you know, future wedding kind of things. I don't know, it was just like an all like wave of like, damn, like this is my person. I am so lucky, I'm so grateful, and I love her. So I know that is a little cringy because it's all soppy and whatever. Do you feel at all like COVID took a little of your life away? Like 2020 and the subsequent time afterwards with the lockdowns and everything, a hindrance to your life progress or your goals? I still feel like it's 2019 or I'm like 23. Like I don't even know my age anymore. I stopped counting because COVID kind of messed up my brain. I don't know what year it is, what day it is. In 2020, I quit my full-time job. So I am grateful that the pandemic happened. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have quit. But also it's really up to say that I'm grateful for the pandemic. I'm grateful that I had the chance to realize that I needed to do something else. That's probably a better way to word that. I can't say that it was a hindrance because there are other positives out of it, but I do feel like a lot of areas in my life I haven't developed anymore because we've been held back. But I also met GalPal during the pandemic in the middle of 2020 and we rode through that wave together. If I was working full-time, I don't think I would have been able to build a relationship or put in the amount of time that we spent with each other. But yeah, like I do feel I should have unlocked a lot more things that society usually puts pressure on us. Like I should be getting married, or I should have kids, or I should have a house by now. I should have went up the career ladder more. I should be working in the city with a bunch of other higher up people. Also just generally travel. I have not traveled besides New Zealand out of Australia, and I think that if that didn't happen, I definitely would have. Did you ever feel totally comfortable and ready to come out or be open about your sexuality? I'm at a point where I don't want to bring it up organically to tell someone come out, but if I was asked, I would be honest. I've only told my best friend and it's awkward to bring up. For me, I came out by saying I'm dating my best friend, and that was kind of public on Facebook. So at the time I was just excited and young. I was 19. I was like, yay, I'm in a relationship with someone who I've liked for a long time. So I did not give it a second thought. I did not feel comfortable to come out as lesbian or gay when it happened because I just did not do any internal exploring on what dating a girl meant to me. I did feel like I couldn't use the word lesbian or gay as a label when that happened because I just didn't know. I wasn't up to that yet. At the end of the day, it's okay to not bring it up if you're not ready or you don't want to. You don't have to make it a big deal. Did you ever wish you were straight? I think I'm gay and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Keep exploring that feeling. You'll learn what you are within time. I don't think I've ever proper wished, oh, I wish that I was straight. I've definitely had thoughts about it a lot because life would be so much easier, but it's not from like a I wish I liked boys kind of viewpoint because I just don't. But that takes up like 1% of my brain. God dang, this is a good one. Did you ever wish you had kept GalPal a secret from all of us? Why or why not? Much love. Sending love back to you. There was a period after I went through my last breakup where I was like, I never want to show my relationship online again. I don't want to share it. I don't want to put that out there. I don't want to be vulnerable again. I don't want to go through a public breakup again. Like I didn't want any of that. So I was very much like, nah, if anything happens in the future, I'm not gonna share anything. But GalPal is more than happy to be in videos. She's someone who's comfortable with it and it just works. She's happy with it. I'm happy with it. I never want to be a couples channel, so I never will push for a lot of that content. I'm sorry if that's the only thing you watch, but I can't do that. No, I don't think I wish I kept her a secret. There hasn't been a point yet where I regret ever showing you guys who GalPal is, because I think the stuff we've made together has been important for you guys to see, and I have loved sharing it with you, so, you know, we're all cool on that front. I don't know. If you were going to recommend one LGBT book to someone, what book would you choose? It doesn't even have to be LGBT, I guess, but what's your favorite book? I love this question, and my answer would be, I read this one this year. It has a lot of tags because I really liked it. It's called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. It is about her life and it's about her meeting her wife. So there's bits of gay stuff in it, but it's also very yes, women are powerful. I can be powerful. I am unafraid and I don't have to be tame. If you want to read something over the Christmas break, just pick up that book. I can't be to put that away. I'm just put it on the floor. How awkward was your first time? I'm asking for myself. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I don't remember because we built up to doing things really slowly. So each time over the space of, I don't know, months, it was just slowly getting closer and closer to whatever. I do remember the first time that I reached a certain level of enjoyment. Yes, a wave of embarrassment came over me just because it's like, it's hard to be that vulnerable with people. It's probably the same for a lot of people out there. The first time is awkward. The first time isn't the best experience you will ever have, but you are allowed to laugh during sex. I do that all the time. It's not like perfect movie style scenes. It's awkward, it's funny, it's not perfect. You're allowed to laugh. Do you and GalPal plan to ever have or adopt kids? Sorry if it's an uncomfortable topic, love y'all. Aw, thank you. I would absolutely love to have a little family. I would love to have 2 little kids running around. That's my dream. I know GalPal wants kids too, and I know that she would be a great mum, so yeah. But like in the next 4-ish years, so when I'm 29, 30 is when we will, I think, at this point in time anyway, start taking it more seriously and start trying to plan it. Do you still have rats / will you get any more with GalPal, or will you two get any pets? Love your videos. Oh, thanks Lottie. I don't have rats. My last rat passed away at the end of 2018. I was so allergic to them. I really shouldn't have rats again, but I do want to because they're so cute and I love them so much. I'm putting off getting rats because we want to travel next year and I don't have people around me who can look after them, so it's probably not something that I'll feasibly be able to do. Though I have convinced GalPal to want some rats. She wants rats. She would love to have rats, but more seriously, I really want to adopt 2 sausage dogs. Love to rescue 2 little dachshunds. It would just be nicer to have 2 little things running around. And I've always had small dogs, just for a lot of other reasons. The small dogs would fit in better for the next 10 years or so, because we'll have kids and my family has small dogs and they've got it all mixed together because they might need to stay there sometimes. I don't know, lots of different reasons, but the short answer, rats and dogs. What would you say to your younger self if you had the chance to talk to them? Love your videos and thank you because you helped me a lot when I was coming out. This is so cute. You're so welcome. I would tell myself to get therapy sooner. That's the thing that held me back from healing sooner, is the fact that I was terrified to go to the doctor and be like, hey doc, I feel depressed. I was like 16, 17 when I was struggling with like severe major depression. So I wish that I had more confidence to go and get help sooner. So I would be like, little Lauren, please go to the GP. It'll be okay. I think I would also tell my younger self that I'm gay just so I could figure a lot more things out a lot sooner and not go through that period of like 4 years of like, what am I? Did you always want to do YouTube as a job? If not, what was your dream job before? Okay, firstly, YouTube isn't my job. I don't know if YouTube is a serious dream job for me, just because the amount of effort you put in with such little return it's stupid. Like my dream job before, I guess, can just be a UX designer. That's what I do. That's what I love doing. I'm just in for the ride, honestly. I like doing YouTube. I like doing app design. They're my 2 favorite things to do. That's why I do them. So who knows where it will go in the future. I think I would have to grow so much more as a channel to take on YouTube as like a full-time job. And it just seems like such a large thing. Like it's such a hard thing to achieve. I am not near that yet, and I don't know if I could do it every single day. Like, yeah, I love YouTube, but I also think I would want to be around a team of people, which is what I get out of doing my graphic design or my UX design anyway. So how do you feel when you watch your old videos? I don't really know how to describe the answer to this because there's so many things that go through my head when I watch old videos. I don't cringe too much. Some videos, yes, I do cringe, but it's usually like a, oh wow, that's where I was kind of reaction, like, oh wow, look at me then, crazy, so that I can compare it to where I am now. It's also like a time capsule. I look back and I go like, oh my god, my face has changed, I look like a baby, my teeth are different. Another YouTube question: if you could remake any video of yours, what would it be and why? 2 years ago, I made a video with my mum where I taught my mum LGBT terms. It has 182,000 views, which is so many. I wish that I could go back and remake it and just make sure the camera is in focus, because for some reason I forgot to focus the camera in that video and we're like slightly blurry. I've made so many videos in the past, but like that's the one where I f***ed up. Why did I f*** up on that one? It annoys me. I just, Will there be more camping videos in the future? Those were awesome, but honestly too short for each one. Okay, I'm really glad you enjoyed them. I loved editing them. I just couldn't edit them all before the start of December. So 100% there will be more camping videos next year. But yes, I agree with you. They were too short. I definitely think I could have them as like 20-minute episodes. The reason I did it the way I did was because I just didn't know. I was testing the waters. I've never made van vlogs before, and I didn't know how you guys would receive it, if you would enjoy it or not. So I tried to keep it short and simple. And the very last question, what are you excited for your future? I kept this one as last because one, it's from one of my best friends, Maddie. I think it would be nice to end on this question. Immediate future, I am looking forward to finishing the 12 Gays of Christmas and going on holidays and just not looking at the internet for 7 days. I have been editing 16-hour days or more every day, and I'm just so excited to have a whole 7 days break. So that's near future. Next year, though, I'm looking forward to maybe at some point getting 2 little doggos, and then like future I'm sorry, I just so like typical, but like I'm looking forward to like spending time with GalPal and having kids. I am really looking forward to having young kids running around, being a mom. Yeah. So that's all the questions. I just want to say thank you again to all you guys who have watched some of the videos or all of the videos. If you've just been hanging out during the 12 Gays Christmas, I appreciate you so much. Everyone who got merch during this time, massive thank you for supporting me and my channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, but I really do. I hope that you have the best Christmas and the best New Year, and I hope 2023 brings you great things. I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Goodbye. This feels so like I'm like, oh, the series is over. Oh my god. It's lunchtime. I gotta go. Bye.